Mag Band Troop back on. Now we're gonna discuss a serious subject today, cause I discussed in my podcast, I don't know, remember if it was a week before, we talk about the chemical and what chemical actually do to the human being body. And for the most part, it was basically discussing the food and all of that, deodorant and everything else. And I told you about lotions and everything else that you put on your skin. That's the same kind of dangerous chemical that they're giving the masses in the deodorant. The same thing, sunscreen and everything. We go talk about the whole thing and get into it and why cancer always attached to these so-called skincare products and hair products. You understand? Because that's what it originally made for, 100%, to cause the human being harm. All right, we go get into this and see what this doctor gonna talk about. Make it run a little bit.
A plastic surgeon has been going viral on TikTok after explaining if popular skincare products are worth it or a waste of time. Even worse, could they actually be doing more harm than good?
But what you have to understand, they're never gonna tell on the system. You got to understand, no surgeon, no doctor, they're not gonna tell on the system. You have to remember that. They're not blowing no whistle. Pay attention here.
Chance to speak to Dr. Prem Tripathi about these popular items, and the first one he says is a waste of money. Will probably shock you. Take a listen.
You worry about money?
I'm a facial plastic surgeon, and I'm here.
Take a look at this punk right here talking about facial plastic surgeon. And I tell you, man, look at him right there. Look like some kind of CGI footage right here. But pay attention. What are you going to try to push on the masses right here?
More things you're doing that are a waste of your time. So the first one is cocoa butter for stretch marks. What's more infuriating than stretch marks is the fact that you're wasting money on a cream that does nothing to get rid of them. Say it with me: retinoids, microneedling, and lasers.
So, you hear that, people? He's talking about microneedling and also surgeries to get rid of stretch marks. But the mass is not going to understand. There's a lot of natural things out there that can actually clear that up. But they won't tell you about that. They tell you about cocoa butter, which is his bullshit. 100%. Nothing in bottle ain't no real cocoa butter. You got to understand. They lie to you. There's no butter come from cocoa. You got that. Cocoa plant and butter is two different shit. Butter is something that they made. 100% cocoa is something that grows. What they're talking about cocoa butter, you believe in that? Move.
This tried and true thing that everybody swears by. Their mom uses it, their grandmother used it. But the thing about cocoa butter, I mean, it's great. It's not going to harm your skin at all.
And these people never going to tell you the truth. What is cocoa butter? The thing that they have in the bottle is something that they made up of nothing natural. You better remember that. All chemical that will end up harm you later on. That's what they give you in those lotion bottles is nothing from no damn cocoa. You understand that? So pay attention. When he tell you he won't harm you, and he also selling surgery and microneedling, he not gonna knock those products. He gonna maybe tell you you're gonna waste your money or it not gonna do no damage to your body. It is. They all cause cancer because they're chemicals.
It's pretty nourishing, but problem is that there's no data at all that it supports either.
What the fuck you call data, dude? What is data? Something that they used to trick the masses with? You need to wake up. There's no real data about nothing that they're selling you. You understand? Everything that they sell you is something that they experiment on you.
Preventing, treating, or anything for stretch marks. Actually, the data is the opposite. Patients that used it versus patients that didn't, there was really no difference. So
peel off masks. A lot of people make this a part of their routine when they're spoiling themselves. What does the data say about that?
Spoiling themselves.
I know everyone loves.
And listen, people, what you gotta understand, these so-called masks that they're selling the masses is not good. It's time for you to wake up. All of these things that they're giving you for your face and everything else, don't buy into it.
Welcome back. There are 3 recall alerts to tell you about.
Yeah, the first is a popular lotion a lot of folks have on the bathroom counter. Amy Davis is here with our details. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, guys. We're talking about Jergens. That's the first up in our recall roundup. They're recalling one of their popular moisturizers because they may contain a harmful bacteria.
You hear that, people? The Jergens right here is one of the most popular lotion that they give you. And you notice what it say, people? Ultra healing. You see how they do it? All fake shit. You got to understand, it's nothing real about what they're telling you. It actually doing. But it carry bacteria. Imagine something that you rub on your skin to make your skin soft. It carry bacteria, people. What do you think? You think it's a coincidence? That's what's in the bottle. Because at the end of the day, it's gonna do nothing for you. So what it is? What did they make it for? You got to understand, it's to depopulate the masses, kill them and depopulate them. The mass is gonna die from a lot of sickness and complication by using these things that the government people give them. You got to understand that. Pay attention
here. He's asking consumers to check all 3-ounce and 10-ounce bottles of Jergens Ultra Healing Moisturizer.
Yeah,
the agency says the harmful bacteria it contains could possibly cause infections in people with weakened immune systems.
Wow, there you go, people with weakened immune system. Did you know that? Did you know that a lotion could have something to do with your immune system? Wow. So you see what I was trying to tell you all this time. My point is, any chemical that you use on your body, and all of these is chemical. It's chemical potions they mixed up, put together, and then they give it to you. So you rub that shit on your body, what you think gonna happen? It's gonna seep into your bloodstream. 100%. Anything you put on your body, in your hair, on your body, it gonna get through to you. It gonna get all the way in and get into your bloodstream. It's sort of like you drink it. It's no difference. Pay attention, people.
The product included in this recall has a lot code on the bottom or the back of the bottle that starts with the letters ZU.
So you want them to go ahead and find the letters? All of them should throw out. You need to throw all of them out, people. All of them gonna damage the masses. They're there for no good. It's just to destroy the people.
Favorite hair product, Olaplex, number 3, has been making headlines, but not for its success stories of hair transformations, of which there are many. This month, a ban was put in place by the EU regulatory authority, and it starts fairly soon. And this all over the ingredient Liliol, which has been linked to...
Liliol, the ingredients. Listen, people. A lot of these so-called ingredients that they give you in these products, a lot of people don't know what it is. And then they end up gonna tell you it's gonna cause damage to your body. Take a listen.
Infertility, miscarriages, or disruptions in fetal development.
Hold on. Let's go back a little bit. Listen what it do to you, people.
This all over the ingredient Liliol, which has been linked to infertility, miscarriages, or disruptions in fetal development.
What I tell you about depopulation, you underestimate what I tell you? I never miss, people. 100%. All of those things that they give you gonna end up sterilize you right there. You're not gonna be able to produce none at all. And then another thing, you growing tumors in your body by using these things. This one is for hair growth. Pay attention.
Olaplex says the ingredient was just used in their product as a fragrance, it has since been removed.
You hear that, people? It was a fragrance that they put in it and they remove it. You hear that? So what about the other ingredients that they put in there? Just pay attention to what I'm saying here. All of it is dangerous chemical for the human body. The human body is supposed to stay free from all of those chemicals. But that's what the establishment trying hard and hard to put in you. Why they doing that? They care nothing about the real human being. They're trying to destroy us. They're trying to kill us. 100%.
Joining us live this morning to answer a few questions and, address some concerns that folks have is Associate Professor and Board Certified DC Dermatologist Dr. Noel Sherber. Good to see you, Dr. Sherber. Thank you for joining us.
This is a hot topic.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Olaplex, I've used it before, highly touted as almost a miracle product in terms of...
almost a miracle product. That's how they sell it to the dumb masses. What do you mean miracle? It's not gonna do nothing that you actually want it to do. It's gonna poison your damn body.
Transformations, there it is. Very familiar sight there. So let's talk about this ingredient, Liliol. What is it and what's the concern here? Elaborate on that.
Well, you're exactly right in your introduction that Liliol is a fragrance. So it's not what we consider an active ingredient, meaning something that's designed to absorb. It's something that is just a fragrance additive to products.
Wow.
And
that's all you gonna say about it, just a fragrance added to the product. Okay.
UK, due to it being linked to fertility issues. What do we know about that connection? Because there's some dispute about how strong that link is.
Sure. So we know that the original safety study was published back in 2019. So this is something that has been on our radar for a while. And the reason it's coming into the public awareness now is that March 2022 was the deadline for products to remove this ingredient in the European Union.
Wow, people. They know about this shit right here that gonna basically stop fertilization in its tracks right there. And they give them a time to take it out the product. Let them still use it, but at this time you're gonna stop doing it. Are you kidding me, people? That's just wicked. So you know that shit is that dangerous, but you just give them a time when they're gonna take it out. Get the fuck out of here, people.
Right. And the safety concerns stem from animal studies where the animals were fed Liliol, so it was not applied to their hair. It was ingested. And they saw that at high doses, there could be effects, particularly on male rat fertility.
Yeah. As you mentioned, this ban just happens to be taking effect later this month, and it's been around. They had been discussing it for quite some time, so it wasn't rushed off.
2019, they know about it and they leave it. All the way up to 2002 we're in right now, and they still haven't taken it out yet, people.
The shelves.
Wow.
You also mentioned they were taken in high dosage by the lab rats,
by the black
which is
rats.
different from how humans would use it. It's on their hair. It's not ingested. Is this a case where dosage?
Don't let them fool you, people. Like I don't tell you, if you put it in your hair, it's gonna get to your bloodstream. Just like how they check your hair to check what's in your blood. They know 100% what they're doing.
Level matters?
Yes, and there's a common phrase used in medicine, which is the dose makes the poison, meaning that
the dose make the poison. And no way that could have been something good. You understand me? The dose make the poison. That's a famous saying that y'all have.
A low level of exposure to something may be okay, whereas a high level of exposure can be problematic. We think that a hair application of, let's say, Olaplex, something containing Liliol, gives 1/10,000th of the level of exposure that was associated with problems in these animal studies. Now,
there's not no damn animal study. You the damn animal. You the damn black rat they're talking about, people. You can't do no study on rats to decide the outcome of a human. You dumb. That's not real, people. A mice? Wow.
Use of Olaplex, it's a short contact product only on hair. Hair is not very absorbent. So
really? No, people. You think you don't have spores in it? You don't have spores in your hair. What you think? In your skull, on your skull, you think it don't absorb just like your skin? We just talk about the lotion what they recall. You rub it on your skin and what happened? You go inside your bloodstream, and you want to tell me you put something on your skull and it don't? Come on, people.
Concern more stems from some of that trending Olaplex bun situation you may have seen, where people are saturating their scalp and hair with Olaplex, putting it back in a bun and leaving it on for 1 or 2 days. So I know a lot of the viral beauty hacks that emerge are specifically because they're not used as
viral beauty hacks. That's what they're using for the younger dummies right now. I have these sodomites on, these networks, these social media, showing them how to do their hair, show them what product they need to use. All of it is poison.
It's another way to use something. But in this case, I don't think that with the older versions of Olaplex, perhaps sustained exposure over several days like that was what was intended. That being said, they have reformulated. So if you have a newer bottle, the ingredients shouldn't even be in there.
Right.
Yes, but you need to worry about the rest of them ingredients in there, like I say, built up of dangerous chemicals. Move.
Up here, Johnson & Johnson recalling 5 of its aerosol sunscreens.
And this is nothing new if you have any brain when it comes to Johnson & Johnson 3333. One of them that actually give you the vaccine also always give you a recall. They recall every product they ever made. Every single product come from Johnson & Johnson was once recalled and back on the market. Just like they actually did recall the vaccine, the COVID-19 vaccine. They put it on pause and release it back again to the public with no explanation.
After some were contaminated with a cancer-causing chemical.
Why? Why it gotta be cancer, people? Why? Because I told you that's what caused cancer, the chemicals. That's the reason why all of these shits lead to cancer. Every single one. Why? Chemical cause cancer in the human being body. It don't take somebody smart to figure that out, people. That's what they used to kill us off. All the cancer that hit the human being was caused by the damn establishment and what they give you. Now sunscreen. Are you kidding me, people? You want to shield the sun? There you go right there. They give you cancer for that.
He said in a statement yesterday, it's recalling its Neutrogena and Aveeno brand sunscreen products after testing identified some low levels of benzene in some of the samples.
There you go with the benzene now. There go another name again that gonna cause you cancer. Gonna cause you some kind of harm. There you go, benzene.
Using the affected products immediately, call the company's customer service line for a refund.
Wow, refund? They worry about refund, people. Is this a joke? After you done already consume this shit, put it on your body already. It's in your bloodstream. Now they give you a refund? Wow.
Today's morning rounds, we're looking at the safety of beauty face masks amid a recall. The skincare brand Yes2 voluntarily recalled its great...
You hear that, people? They always voluntarily recall their own product. Even though the FDA there as gatekeeper to save your ass. What did I tell you? All of these products come from the same people. The same fucking people. FDA, CDC, the same people. That's them selling you these poison. Trying to kill off the people. 100%. If you use those masks, look at this shit. With the arms in the head right there. Look at that. And the rainbow. It show you one thing is government bullshit.
Fruit
Don't
vitamin
use them.
C glow boosting unicorn paper mask. Yes, that's the whole name.
Paper
This
mask.
follows reports
What
of
a
burning
dumb
redness and painful skin irritation.
It's a big name. We talked to Damie Ownby and her 13-year-old daughter. Her name is Olivia. They're from Louisiana. She and other users told us the mask burned, but say they kept it on because the package says tingling. Yes.
Yeah, that mean it working. You remember that. Don't worry about it. They tell you that all the time. Once you feel that tingling, it mean it working. It getting into your bloodstream on the way to kill your ass.
Working.
That's all.
Wow.
It's working.
Obviously, initially, I was a little bit worried that it was
working.
something that was going to have lasting effects. It was bright red. She was worried. She came out almost in tears, and it like stung if you touched it. So I had to keep like a cool rag on it.
Boy, the makers
There
of
you
the
go, people. Look at it, people. Yes to the unicorn mask. What a dumb shit, people. And they say it's grapefruit. This is how the mask is dumb. I already told you, chemical they give you. All chemical. It come from nothing real. You better understand, I never come from no grapefruit. Move.
Hair care product recall. Procter & Gamble issuing a voluntary
There go another one. Procter & Gamble. A satanic company, 100%. Like I don't tell you, all of them controlled by the peoples who run this earth, which is the damn serpent peoples. Remember that shit. Remember what they use for that healthcare sign is the damn serpent. That's who running this shit right here to kill off the people.
For dozens of its aerosol spray products because they contain a concerning level of cancer-causing chemical.
You hear that, people?
Today, Norman joined.
Cancer-causing chemical. All chemical cause cancer. Medication and everything, people. I said one day you go take the mag serious and watch if you're not gonna do that one day. You're gonna understand that this is nothing but the truth. Right here on this bit of mag. Pay attention right here. I told you from day one. All of these chemicals cause cancer. That's what killing off the people. That's what break your body down. That's what cause sickness. That's what make you hold fast. That's what kill the masses.
Recall for dozens of its aerosol spray products because they contain a concerning level of cancer-causing chemical. Janae Norman joins us now with more on this. Janae, good morning.
Hey, TJ, good morning to you. Yeah, there are 32 different dry shampoo.
Of course, it's 32 Freemasonry
and conditioner products included in this
all
recall from Old Spice to Aussie.
And there you go with your Old Spice, and I tell you that's 33 in numerology. Right there in coding.
Waterless herbal essences and Pantene, all of those produced by Procter & Gamble. The company announcing the recall after detecting benzene in the products. Benzene
is... who detected? You better wake up, people. Those cancer-causing chemicals in everything you use. I'm not playing, people, including your water. They all chemical up. That's what the world feed on. They feed the world on all chemical. From your hair products, your lotion, all the way down to your food and water that you consume. All cause cancer and deadly diseases in the human being. 100%.
Classified human carcinogen, and it can be deadly. It can be inhaled, ingested. You can even be exposed through your skin, and it's known to cause cancers, including leukemia, blood cancer.
And don't worry about it, people. Don't worry about it. That's the reason why leukemia right now is big. Because they shot you up with that vaccine, a big dose of chemical. All of those so-called cancers is up now. People just discovering, oh, it's already stage 4. Why? What happened? I already tell you, this chemical that they're dosing you up with gonna take down the whole wide world. I told you that.
The bone marrow and blood disorders. So if you have a second, come to the screen and just take a look to see if you may have these products at home. And you're probably wondering, how did this end up in hairsprays and conditioners? P&G says it's not an ingredient in any of its products. Explaining in a statement, a review of products showed that unexpected levels of benzene came from the propellant that sprays the product out of the can.
Wow, it come from the repellent that sprayed the substance out the can. Wow. Wow. Unbelievable. Wow.
At this point, P&G officials say this is all just a precaution, and they haven't been made aware of any adverse effects on consumers. But retailers have been alerted to remove those products off of shelves, and they say if you have any at home, to throw them out and stop using them.
You hear that, people? That's how they're gonna do you. And I told you, in the new world, that's look normal.
Old Spice and Secret now have something in common with 78 sunscreen products, 44 different hand sanitizers.
There you go, people. Hand sanitizer, which they push in the pandemic. A lot of people get hooked on it. They can't move around. They can't do shit without the hand sanitizer because they're scared of a fucking fake virus. I guess you wouldn't scare cancer. What did I tell you? You don't understand. Everything in the pandemic is to give you something that gonna permanently in your body or kill you. 100%. So all of these shit that they tell you to clean you up, disinfectant, bleach, hand sanitizer, all cause cancer. 100% in.
And 41 different deodorants. They've all failed the benzene test at Valashore LLC.
Benzene.
They've got the attention of both the FDA and firms, and we probably aren't seeing the last of these products that they may be testing for benzene.
No, you're not going to see the last of them. They're going to be right back. They're going to tell you, oh, it wasn't really an ingredient. It's a little fragrance or something. And we correct it and give you back the product, and the masses grab it and run.
George Ball is an associate professor at Indiana University who studies how and why companies recall products.
Their announcement was wise in pointing to the industry problem, pointing to the supplier, talking about abundance of caution. An average consumer would read that and feel comforted that, okay, they're taking care of me, they're putting me first.
P&G is the first deodorant maker to announce a recall after Valashore released its benzene test results.
You hear that, people? They're the one who decide to recall it. The peoples that actually giving it to you. You hear that? Okay, no gatekeeper
20
there.
days ago. P&G says it did its own investigation and found traces of benzene that came from the propellant that sprays the product out of the...
No, people, what I told you, man, I know what's chemical. Let me tell you this. You use a deodorant, the one you paste under your armpit. Do you notice what it do to your clothing? Nobody notice nothing. It destroy your clothing. It tell you one thing. It's a dangerous chemical in there, people. The deodorant destroy your clothing. Why? Because it's a dangerous chemical, and if it's doing that to the clothes, what it actually doing to your inside? Because yes, it do seek into your bloodstream. Like I don't tell you, any deodorant you put on, any lotion, any sunscreen, anything you put in your hair, gonna end up in your body, and they all know this. That's why they poison you through this right here.
And it traced the problem to a manufacturing partner, which is in the process of correcting an issue with their propellant supply. In addition to P&G, Johnson & Johnson announced
There you go. All of them is involved in it. They're all the same, people. All of them. 100% in. Now, you probably think this right here is off topic, but yes, they are connected to the poisoning of the masses. And if you look up top what it say, the World Economic Forum right there. The ones that running this new world out on the masses right here with their reset. And take a look what they're giving you right here. They actually growing fish fillet right there in labs. So we talk about the environment and the fishes in the environment, control environment, where they actually make them what they are. And then sell it to the people like they're wild fishes out there that they catch and bring it to the store. You can't trust them people. And now you put everything in their hands. Everything. You have to get water, food, everything from them. Even fish. Now they're going fishing labs. Bam. And I already told you that's what they do with the so-called Impossible Burger and Beyond Meat that they're giving the masses. They call it plant-based. It's actually grow-based. They grow it. You understand? Not actually planting it, but they grow it in a lab with chemicals. And then they feed the vegans because they're about this new world right here where they eat some creative meat from the damn establishment. This gonna cause you cancer also because it is chemical 100%. There you go right there. This is what they're giving the masses to eat right there. You see that? Take a look. All the peoples in the world is sleeping nowadays when it comes to fake food. This is what they're feeding the vegans right there. Yes, this is how they do it. They give you control environment fishes right there. And now they can take a piece of the fish, a so-called cell, and grow it in a lab so they can produce more. And I keep asking you, where you think those chicken nuggets and chicken breast patties and all these so-called, beef and them things come from, the ground beef that they're serving up in every fast food restaurant. Where does it come from? It don't come from no animals. It's all fake. 100% they grow it in a lab. I've been doing videos on this forever. And the people still don't get it. All of these food is lab created. And that's why you're eating chemical. You see what it is? That's why people have cancer. That's why they're sick, diabetes, sugar, every damn thing. Complication that the masses come down with come from these chemicals, including you all and die. I'm gone.